Assalamu alaikum everyone. I think all are fine. This presentation is for science and this is for grade 8 bilingual unit. In this one we are going to explain here about the second term unit. That's the changes in matter. That's the unit 8. In that one the subunit 8.4 combustion. I think by seeing this image, you have a clear idea about what do you mean by combustion. Yes. One by one, we will see. First of all, let's see what's a combustion. Here, combustion means the reaction of combustible substance with a gas. For an example here, what do you mean by combustible substance? I will explain later. Here, an object is reacting with a gas. Here, the gas here is the oxygen. So, oxygen is the supporter of combustion. It helps for burning. Here, in this one, they are doing a practical here. There is oxygen gas inside the jar. When the magnesium or one of the stripes is inserted here, it burns. So, you have idea, oxygen gas is the supporter of combustion. In this one, the combustibles, the substances, there are two types: combustible substance and non-combustible substance. Here, by seeing the examples, you have an idea what do you mean by combustible, and the opposite is non-combustible. Yes, here combustible means the substance that burn into the air and produce light and thermal energy. That means the object that can burn. Here while burning, there are two energies produced. Here chemical energy is converted to light energy and thermal energy. So the combustible substances, examples, camphor, wax, sulfur and sugar, a piece of paper, tar, and those are combustible substances. So now we have a clear idea about non-combustible substances. That means they don't react with the air and they don't produce the energy. For an example, while you are burning a glass, will it burn? No. So it is a non-combustible substance. Well, here the examples also indicated here. Next, move to the another part, fire triangle. What do you mean by fire triangle? For an example, when you want to make a fire, what are the things you needed? That is indicated by a triangle here. Three things are needed: oxygen, fuel and heat. If one of the things is not given, there will not be fire. Okay, for an example, while you are giving oxygen and fuel without heat, it will not fire. So the three things should be given. That's called as fire triangle. To break up the fire. Yes. For an example, while something is burned or while you are fired, what you have to do? First of all, spray the water. Why you are spraying the water? Here, there's heat. The oxygen gas is there and the fuel, that means the object is there, and the heat, that means while you are watering, the ignition point is reduced. That means ignition point means the temperature where the fire catches. At that temperature, where the fire catches. So while we are watering, what happen to the ignition temperature? It will reduce. So automatically the fire triangle breaks and fire will off. Next one, stop, drop and roll. What do you mean by that? When you are firing, you should not run. Why? While you are running, what happened? The oxygen is supplied, so you will get more fired. So rather than running, what you have to do is you have to stop and drop down and roll. So in that one, there is a breakup for the fire. So what you have to do? Stop, drop and roll. Now next move to the another subtopic, fuel. What do you mean by fuel? That the substance that is used to produce the light energy or heat energy. Or that means the substance that is used to produce the fire. There are three things here: solid fuels, coal, charcoal, straw, wood. With this you can fire easily. Next one, liquid fuel, that is kerosene oil, petrol, diesel, methanol, ethanol, butanol, those things. The third one, gaseous fuel, those are LPG gas, natural gas, gobar gas, sewage gas, wood gas, those things. These are the examples. You have to remember one or few things for the examples for fuel. Now let's move to the product of combustion. Now you have idea about combustion. You have an idea about fire. Now you have to know, after the combustion, what are the product. Here this is explained by a practical here. There is a stand and here there is a candle. While the candle is heating, that means candle is fire. The smoke, that means the fire. After the fire, the smoke is going through this delivery tube, and there is a water bath here, and the U tube is kept here. In that one, there is a anhydrous copper sulfate, and here there is a lime water here in this jar. What do you think? And do you think how they find the product here? Yes, while smoke is going, what happened here? There are two chemicals used to identify the product. One is anhydrous copper sulfate and the one is lime water. What is the main use of anhydrous copper sulfate? Have you heard? Here, look at this one. Anhydrous copper sulfate is a white color substance. When the water is there, what happens? It changes to blue. So, when the smokes go, and in that one, the white color anhydrous copper sulfate convert into blue. So you have to conclude there is a water vapor. Next one, the lime water turns to milky. This is a grade 6 practical. You all have known when a gas is applied, when it is changes into milky color, that is a carbon dioxide gas. So finally, there is a conclusion. The product of combustions are water vapor and carbon dioxide gas. Well, next move to the another part. There's a combustion, two types, complete and incomplete. Have you seen the Bunsen burner fire and the candle fire? Are both same? No. That means here there are two types, complete and incomplete. The Bunsen burner fire, it's a blue color flame. Here this is an example, and color flame, blue flame, that means here there are unburned gas. Here when the oxygen is used completely, that is a complete combustion. When the oxygen is used partially, that is an incomplete combustion. For an example, candle flame fire. So you can compare this one. So mostly the unburned carbon is released in candle flame. That's an incomplete. So I think complete combustion is best. Here you can see this one. There are difference also. High energy is produced in complete combustion and low energy is produced in incomplete. More oxygen is used in complete and less oxygen. Not enough oxygen is used in incomplete. And blue flame in complete and yellow flame in incomplete. Carbon dioxide is produced in complete. Carbon monoxide, that's a toxic gas, is produced in incomplete. These are the comparison you have to learn. Here you can see the diagram also. Now let's move to the final one, answering the following questions. Here there are some questions. There is some question. You have to answer these and you will have a clear idea about the combustion. So, my dear students, I think you all have understood about the part combustion, and thank you for listening my presentation. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.